Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So SMU's return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football, the entire playbook.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Cane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He wants to throw here on second down. He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long. And the pass is intercepted. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You got to keep going.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team. Nothing but green ahead. Inside the 30, the 10, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, SMU! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. And what a matchup between these two guys. I know they'll never go head-to-head, but David, you know they're trying to one-up each other.
Oh, this is head-to-head, and I'm watching everything you do, and I'm going to try to do it better. So I'm interested to see if anybody makes some mistakes and presses a little bit, knowing that dude's on the other side of the field.
You're right, David, because you know these guys are competitors, right? This is going to feel like a video game. The scoreboard is going to be lit up.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to get rid of it. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Quick strike complete. And he brought one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Carter. Plows through the defense. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Hurricanes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The inside handoff. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give on the inside. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And now on 1st down after converting with the run. He's going to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him in the flat. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. The give to the back. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Carter. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Canes will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Give to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. They make the stop, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He finds his man. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands.
He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. 2nd down coming up. Power football with the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. And the Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. From the red zone, looking for a space. Grabs it in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The Mustangs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll put the tight end in motion. Pushes for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the shotgun, the inside give. They knock him down right there. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds the tight end. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Carter. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. They keep attacking through the air. Makes his connection. Sweet cut there. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. So now on comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and this field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to it. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped with the 21. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pop the draw. The ball squirts free. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. It's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll try to get it in with the run. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Snags it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Just drives it between the uprights. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner will be brought down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on, be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Makes the grab over the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Throws to the wideout. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. Makes a move. Oh, he gave him the dead leg. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Wants to throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Quarterback extends the play. Keeps it himself and gets to first. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Looking to go up top on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in South Florida than you? A captivating start to this one. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
And the Mustangs will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Movement here from the tight end. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. It'll be a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Hurricanes will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The play action fake. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Wide receiver shows motion. The give out of the gun. Powers through the defender. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Canes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to move it through the air. Moving away from pressure. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Oregon State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Beavs in a statement win if there ever was one. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. They'll run play action. And he can't escape, and down he goes. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
And they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there, always in the backfield, making plays.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. They'll run the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and look for room. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
To the air on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. Buys a little extra time. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Gets it out quickly. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Quarterback on the keeper. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, running back on the move.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Using his legs, it's Carter. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Dialing up a second down pass play. Skips away from pressure. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw. He makes a grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow. He gets it in! Touchdown, Canes! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
33, SMU 14.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trying to find his man on first down. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. After the short completion, it's now second down. He's looking to throw.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The aerial assault continues. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's right on target. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After losing yardage, it's second and 12. Rides to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Memphis went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Tigers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the Hurricanes are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They've got a first and 10 at the 34. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. On the run, it's Carter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Slips through the line, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
They'll throw it on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Still on the 35-yard line, they'll try it again on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes a grab enough for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Breaks the tackle. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. The give to the tailback. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. With all of that heat, he wasn't able to get much on that one. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. A first down for the offense. He's going to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Looking for space. It's Carter. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Number 12, on to kick it away.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, you know, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.